Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
We're gonna make you a new
I admit
AI.
that I underestimated you.
Ocelot did that, not me, buddy. Am I naked again? I hope I'm naked again.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my
Wait, how are we
son.
outside? Oh, I got to press buttons. Please stop. Please stop. I'm hitting triangle. I'm hitting it!
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Excuse me.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Shoot him,
Oh,
Fortune.
really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Everyone on this
Ocelot?
fucking building
Not exactly.
has their own agenda.
I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing
Why'd all
Arsenal
this
gear
happen?
was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
Fuck ass
A
wild,
list
this
of
game.
names of the Patriots. They were planning to
Fuck
extend
ass
their
wild.
control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
I admit I am going home now.
No, there is another way.
Ooh, piece of candy.
But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you.
Have fun.
Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
It's my turn to double-cross somebody.
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted, a little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers.
It is a
on
weirdly
par with
dark
Solid
part of the
Snake.
game,
That's
lighting-wise.
what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
What?
An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Aims on the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die.
But
Did you
doesn't do
really
anything
think
like
they were
Fox
all
Die.
Coincidence? AIM's own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on,
Did he?
he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxtie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
There's so many
Batman
double
was a
crosses in
different
here.
story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story,
Truly amazing.
anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg.
What?
The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
No one saw that coming.
I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
Just super magnet nanomachines.
What?
Hold on, we gotta flash back to something. Hold on.
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
And it definitely wasn't mumbo jumbo.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed.
There you go, not mumbo jumbo.
Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No.
You were hamming
So
it
many
up as the
reveals in
tragic heroine,
one short order.
thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Could be, you probably could have, like, eaten poison.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Your heart's on the right.
For reasons.
Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Well, what about the robots that are broken? That one's okay. Yeah, what a dick. You're right,
Now
Queen.
that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Double swords. That's lucky.
How's this then?
Weird how much older Solidus looks when he's also a clone made at the same, I assume the same time as Liquid and Solid. Like, the projects probably didn't have that much time between births. I'm sure the wiki explains why he looks older.
Fortune!
You idiot. Get the hell away from there.
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down.
Oh, controller. Can't put you down for a second, can you? She's starting to believe.
What the? Impossible!
The real mumbo jumbo were the friends we made along the way. Wiki says Kojima just decided he wanted Solidus to look old. Alright, well there you go.
Any luck?
He dyes his hair gray.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Ooh, there is a reason? Tell us.
Damn!
Fox died because you're worth it.
Try this instead.
The accelerated aging protocol. But like, why is he the only one that's old at this particular point? Ah, the presidential job does age you. That's a good point.
No, not now!
Ah, the haunted hands. Brother! Ah, the others haven't turned against the Patriots, and that's why they didn't age. There you go.
Brothers!
Wait.
I've been waiting for this. It can't be.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
I could love this game.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the
So
only
many
one
twists
that
and
can free
turns.
me. After all,
We're brothers.
I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
I feel like as a hand you
Before I
didn't
go,
get
I
that
have a
choice.
family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
Your arm looks pretty gross, man. See a doctor.
Time to say goodbye.
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake, you coming?
Best video game.
Snake!
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Ride that feeling, Queen Freak. Ride the high of having no idea what's going on. Bridge, get out of the way! Oh god, it's got AirPods in, it can't hear us! Oh god, oh Jesus! Oh, thank god. Just fits under. I was worried. Yeah. Oh! Come on, white screens. I beg you. How did we get here?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
I think Federal Hall's a funny building.
You know what day it is today.
Christmas? Easter.
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today.
Just keep zooming in on George
And it
Washington.
happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
Cool stuff.
The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack,
He's just against cancel culture is all.
We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period.
Except for the Numa
turning the
Numa
best of our
guy.
genetic
He's
material into
forever.
the next generation.
Maybe Chocolate Rain guy.
The data of life is transferred from parent to child.
Oh, you gotta have some stock footage.
That's how it works. But
Oh,
we
his suit's
have
made
no
of bad
heirs,
spandex.
No legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch?
Wait, we can't have
Proof
babies?
of our existence, a mark of some sort.
I mean, you were president of the United States. Pretty sure you did it, dude.
It extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted
Solid
as well.
Snake's like a famous soldier that everyone talks about and now is considered a famous terrorist.
All
Liquid's
I
the only
want
one
is
that
to be
lost.
remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon.
Yeah,
That
Exxon
will be my
Mobil.
legacy, my mark in history.
Intron Mobile?
But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
No, this is the kind of game you're right after drinking a lot of absinthe. This is an absinthe game right here.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call
Ooh,
human.
nice little skull overlay there.
Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House.
What?
It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago.
Right.
The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
Huh?
We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap. If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't
be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
God, I love
Jack,
this game.
Listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But you were
But there
already in
are
digital
things not
life.
covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what
That's why
history
Chewbacca
is,
Mom is
Jack.
forgotten.
But in the current digitized
But other
world,
memes move on.
trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
You know, Kojima
All this
is Neil
junk
Breen.
data
It's not the
preserved in
worst
an
comparison you
unfiltered
can make.
state, growing at an alarming rate.
They're both
It will
artists with a
only
lot
slow
to
down
say,
social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
and they say it in weird
You seem to
ways.
think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the
I would
result.
never want someone to try and
All
refine
to avoid
Kojima.
conflict
I want,
and
like,
protect each other from
unfiltered.
hurt. The untested truth.
Jump it all on me in one go. Like, I absolutely adore
in the sandbox of political
the
correctness
lunacy
and
that is
value
Kojima
systems.
trying to, like, make his
Everyone withdraws
points.
into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
I will play
The
every
different
goddamn
cardinal
Kojima game I
truths
can get my
neither
hands on.
clash
Like,
nor
I
mesh.
love it.
No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not
Yeah,
with
and
a
I
bang, but
loved
a
Death
whimper.
Stranding.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means
We have
to
gone
create
through every
context.
meme on the
I'll
internet.
decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you
My
call
favorite part
self
is that
serves as
Solidus
nothing
is
more than a
standing on the
mask
roof
to
with us
cover your
right
own
now.
being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions.
I
that
guess
you
I'll give him 20
occasionally
minutes.
feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap.
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
It's gonna be extra hard
Don't
for you,
think you'll
Pope,
find
because you were in here
anything there.
earlier for like
Ironic that
learning
although self
what
is
the
something that
kernel
you
is.
yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial. You
The
simply
strongest
resort to
parts of
looking
these
for
games
another,
are always
more convenient truth
when they
in order to
integrate
make
the
yourself
lunacy
feel
with the
better.
gameplay, which was
Leaving
happening
behind
earlier.
in an instant the
and that was
so-called
really good.
truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that
But he
be
does
able to
like his
decide
text
what
dumps
is
that happen
true?
in cutscenes like
Should
this.
someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse
Like
your
when
freedom.
Kojima shows
don't
not
deserve
tells,
to be
it's
free.
100,000%
You're not the one
awesome.
smothering the world.
And then when
You
it's
are.
tell not show, the
individual
awesome
is
index
supposed to be
dips,
weak,
but the lunacy
far
goes
from
way up,
powerless.
and I'm all for
a
it.
single person has
I
the
enjoy
potential
both
to
parts,
ruin the
but one
world.
part is
And
better.
the age of digitized communication
Oh yeah, we're at the end of the
has
game.
given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring
You're
out
like
what is
5 years
wanted
old,
and what
immature
needs to be done
species.
for that
Don't act
goal.
like you're older.
All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought, human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation.
I mean,
Of
you're
what
falling for
interest
their
would a single
doublespeak,
soldier,
Therion.
no matter how able, be to
Just
us?
because they
The
say,
S3 plan does not stand
just
for
because they're like,
solid
we're not going to
smooth
censor, we're going to
simulation.
select. They're
What it
still
does stand
censoring. They're
for
choosing
is
what goes on
selection
and
for
lives on in the history.
societal sanity.
Like their plan is censorship. They're just tricking you.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
Game over. Word, what's up?
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that
Yeah, I fought with a sword for this part, thank you.
What you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
God, there are so many twists. So many turns.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Yes, please.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency.
Would it?
We have our proof.
If you were to wait 1 calendar week and then be like, hey, what was the final, like, actual
Right.
true
There
plan
are also
of the
reasons
villains
behind your
in
selection.
Metal Gear Solid 2,
Solidus
I would
raised
probably have
plenty
a
of other
stroke.
child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All
Like,
the others
which one?
remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for
I can
what
tell
I
you
was.
Solid
I
Snake's
lied
motivation.
to
That
you,
one's easy.
But I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
So did he
What?
ever meet
Trying
Rose
not
in,
to
like,
hurt
physical
me?
meat space?
Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right.
Sonador.
So you see,
Yeah, like, it sounded like he met her in meat
representative of
space.
The masses we need to protect.
So is there,
This
like, a
is
physical
why we
counterpart for
chose you.
Rose? Does
You
she act on their
accepted the
orders?
fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you the GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of
You think that's
time
real
and money,
Rose?
but it was well worth it considering.
Because she does have, like, a...
I think that's enough
the I'm
talk.
pregnant part, like, her
It's
voice
time for
shifts
the
and tilts and
final
everything.
Exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Oh, that's
Think
true.
again.
There is the real...
I'm through doing what
God.
I'm told.
Sorry, we're gonna get to Metal Gear Solid 4
Aren't
in
you
time.
forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention
this is fake
the
Rose.
death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Hey, they're answering my
Of
question
course
right
I
here.
do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Oh, they made Lie big.
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
No, not aliens per se.
Jack, my son.
This isn't fucking
My
Assassin's
clone
Creed.
brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival.
You waited this whole time for me to have that conversation?
By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
What? One more twist!
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
How did you become president?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix.
Double helix of hell.
It's time we were both free.
Oh, this cuts my handcuffs. Whoa! Almost hit the penis.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are
Every time you try to understand, your face falls off.
Inside you. What? The information is being
Solid as swords are called Democrat and Republican.
The neural network they formed.
Oh. A perfect video game doesn't exist, they said. And yet here we are. John Woo got in the set. Get him out of here.
Brace yourself.
Cut. Fade to white is the worst thing ever invented. Oh, can I take a quick camera photo of him? I'd love to not be on fire anymore. There we go. Hold on, just taking a quick little reminder of our time together. Oh, gotta go. Oh, you're such a cheater.
Is that the best you can do?
No.
Take this.
Oh, Saul, this.
Let's go. What's wrong with you?
Get him! Excellent. Good attacks. Oh! Careful, you gotta hurt someone with that stuff. Like, I was on board with him becoming president pretty easily, right up until he was like, yes, when I had my platoon of the small boy soldiers. I feel like a background check might land on that one. Brayden sorts the Green Party. I call my sword Bernie Sanders.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Papa? Oh, there go your little snaky hands. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your
Well, tell me what to do.
duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons, no different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The
What
old
the?
model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Creepy when she didn't have her
really?
pupil saved for a
Do you know
second.
the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Sure.
Let's go.
Come on, Solidus, stop it! Oh yeah, I can move the camera when we're having those conversations. I often do cinematography for this.
What's wrong with you?
Raiden, please. Hit the old man with your sword, Raiden. No one in America would give a goddamn about what Japanese Navy called their planes. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. Over here.
No! Stop it! Oh, goddamn it.
What's wrong with you? Let's go.
Piece of garbage. Just stand still! Well, I don't have any bandages anymore.
Let's go. Let's go.
Over here! Son of a bitch, Dad! No! Two former presidents can make pentagrams of fire with their wheelies. I think you mean heelys. He's definitely wearing some tight-ass heelys. Oh, God. If there were a lock-on function, it'd be a lot easier to hit this man. Also, only vertical cuts matter.
Take this.
Much more aggressive this particular run.
Is that the best you can do?
No. No, no!
What's wrong with you?
Oh, look! I didn't notice this last time. Almost there. Come on, throw off your stupid tentacles. Damn it. Cool move, Dad. Damn it, Dad.
What's wrong with you?
God damn it.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Piece of garbage. There we go. Gotta bait out that kick. Even though by the time I get back there... There we go. I'll just stand here on fire.
This is where it gets interesting.
Lock-on probably didn't exist. Oh, Lock-on existed at this point. Come on. Lock-on goes way back.
Take this!
Nice try. Yeah. Yeah, Ocarina of Time had Lock-on. I did. Gotta get my roll in time. No, come on! Oh, come now. Got him. Being on fire is not important. What's important is hitting your dad with your knife. Knives. Knife. Just knife. Another snake bites the dust. Goodbye, Dad. Oh, we got a lot of jelly in there. It's a very tight suit, so it's under a lot of pressure, too. He dropped Republican and Democrat. Uh-oh. Time to have a symbolic death. I'm proud of you, son. Love you. Reach for the stars, my boy. That's what he said. But he was a disgraced former president. He was forced to resign. Wah, 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 wah. George Washington, it did it all for you, buddy. Wah, wah, wah. That was the last boss. Now to neatly tie up this plot in a bow in a way that everyone can understand and appreciate. Then we'll pick it back up again, not in Metal Gear Solid 3, but in Metal Gear Solid 4. Which will actually continue a bunch of these plot points. Somehow. Pretty empty for New York City. Even in, like, a giant robot crashed into it. Probably would still have a lot of people around. 3's a prequel. 3 goes back to 1960s, 70s. There they all are. Alright, Raiden, you weren't wearing these dog tags before, but now that you are,
really?
It's time for a symbolic gesture, perhaps.
Who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter
Snake?
if they're real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction.
Oh.
What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is. Then, what am I supposed to believe in?
Yes,
What am I going to
1963,
leave behind
thank you.
when I'm through? we can tell other people about having faith.
Famous church in New
What
York?
we had faith in.
I love these, like,
What we
vacation
found
photos.
important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Clean
Raiden
slate,
goes off to have
new
a
name,
real
new
cool adventure.
memories. Choose your own legacy.
That's the one I'm
It's for
most
you
excited to play.
decide. It's
Is
up to you.
Revengeance. Like, I wasn't joking that much about a neat little bow. Like, Snake's little description
way, what is
is
that?
pretty sensible.
Dog tags.
Trouser Snake! Oh my god, I forgot! I forgot he was codenamed Trouser Snake until now. That's the one choice we got to make at the beginning of the game. Ah!
No,
It all came
never heard the
back!
name before. I'll
Oh
pick
my god.
Own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Get out of here, Trouser Snake. Oh, my brain.
They taught me some good things too.
I know.
I completely forgot.
We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread
Oh,
the
Clip,
word.
I fixed it. I fixed Clip.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it.
He'll factor
As
into the
long as
fourth
you
game
keep yourself
somehow.
alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid
One of those
went?
cops over there is
I
like, is
put a
this the
translator on
president?
his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This
Character's throwing
contains
away his
the
reliance
list
on the
of all
player
the
to become his own
Patriots.
man.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first.
You gotta figure out if you have a real girlfriend or not.
People you need to talk to.
You gotta figure out who sent you on this mission, kid. Rose? Hi, Jack! You like that what the fuck ending? I like this game. Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 is great. Metal Gear Solid 1 is great. Metal Gear Solid 3 is great. Metal Gear Solid 5 is great. Metal Gear Solid 4, I don't remember very well, to be honest. I only played it the one time. I'm excited to replay it. I do know there's a cutscene that's like a fucking hour long.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
All these games have good endings somehow.
Can I ask you something?
It's true, 3 has a really strong
Who
ending
am I,
too.
really?
I like 1's ending.
I wouldn't know.
I need
But we're
Metal Gear
going to
Solid
find out
1, the
together,
movie,
aren't
to
we?
do well. Exclusively because I want them to have to try to adapt Metal Gear Solid 2 as a movie. The idea of people in a writer's room sitting around with
See me
this
for what I am, okay?
and like the objective of making a 2-hour-long movie that makes sense is fucking amazing to me. Metal Gear Solid 5 doesn't have an ending, it's true. That game is not finished. God, the fact that he had the Trouser Snake dog tag on is so fucking good. Oh, I forgot we called him Trouser Snake.
Of course.
God damn it.
This is where we first met. I remember now.
Yeah, he better do naked cartwheels.
Today is the day I met you.
What?
That's it.
No. Kojima did his best. But he was basically fired before the project was over.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
What
Yeah.
baby?
The
That was a
genes are the
robot that
only
was
thing
talking
pass
about.
on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
But which anime are good and
kind
worth
of
watching?
things?
Which ones are terrible?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture,
And how recap episodes are the work of the
passion,
devil.
sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Became fake Rose when she said she was pregnant. Yeah. And this is real Rose, but she says the baby? So I guess she was really pregnant? Ba-na-na. Na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. They took a vacation to New York City. Ah, I see. David Hayter, Quentin Flynn, Christopher Randolph, Phil Lamar. There are so many things in 2 that don't pay off properly until 4, and that's very interesting to me. Like, we don't learn how Vamp works until 4. And the fucking ghost arm of Liquid has a lot to factor into for 4. Factors into a lot in 4, rather, to phrase that like not a lunatic. Those are the parts I remember best of 4. Yeah, Mei Ling gets her credit for one obscure line. God, this game is amazing. I love Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm excited that the next one we get to play is 3. I look forward to doing 4 again, because I've only played it once. And the game I'm most excited for is Revengeance, because I haven't played Revengeance. I want to play Revengeance. I think we talked about this. Timeline-wise, Revengeance takes place after 4. Peace, not war. Concept map? I mean, the idea with Big Shell is it's one big open world that you're able to go through. We'll probably do Peace Walker, because that one very much has a lot of, like... 5 almost doesn't make sense if you don't play Peace Walker. There's a lot going on from Peace Walker in 5. Portable Ops is pretty skippable, I would say. And I don't think I played Acid. The problem is those are... Acid was... So Peace Walker and Portable Ops, those were PSP games. What was Acid on? Was that also PSP, or was that a phone game? But like, so it's a card game. What? All on the PSP. Sadly, I think this collection does not include the assets, but it does include Peace Walker. Metal Gear Solid 2 Corruptions.
Why can't each of us in the world ever see?
Love these vacation photos.
Things in life are free. Little sounds of laughter, a warm hug.
This HD collection definitely has 1, 2, 3, 4 Peace Walker. Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2. The OG versions, not the weirdo versions that American Me, Child Me, Jesus God, Child Me played. Oh yeah, they're probably on there. More Liquid Ghost Star will be in 4. Now, I'm not opposed to taking a look at the Metal Gear assets. It's a goddamn collectible card game version of Metal Gear Solid. We'll take a look at it. I'll try and figure out how to make it work. Try to remember what the New Game Plus gives you. I know I get to keep my camera. Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Alright, VR missions is also included in this collection. Not gonna play that though, it's just a bunch of missions. Anyway, I've already said my piece on this game. I think it's amazing. Still holds up, still fun to play. At least not Zone of the Enders, Metal Gear, Ghost of Babel. You know what? I do have the Zone of the Enders. We should play those. As part of our Kojima experience, we should play Zone of the Enders. We'll do that when we're done with the Metal Gears. Farland Toys. Recorded by James Nicholas at Manhattan Center Studio. Play some Ghost Babel. The Nintendo Game Boy Color. Oh god. I mean, we're at the crossroads, so we do have a decision to make, which is the order of the games. Like, if we go on to 3, we're doing publication order, sorta, kinda. Like, obviously we didn't play the OG Metal Gear 2. But, like, we could do Metal Gear Solid 4 next to continue this particular plotline, but I think we should do 3. We'll go with probably the order they came out. So that would be, we'll do 3, then 4. Would it then be Peace Walker before going on to 5? Ghost Babel rules, you played it all the time? Huh. Three's important for 4 too. You know, that's a good point. A lot of that stuff does come up. Yeah, we'll do 3. 3's also, like, one of my favorite ones. I really, really like 3. It's like the overall best one in a lot of ways. Except for when a crocodile gets you. Then you can wear a crocodile hat. And then you're okay.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes.
Shorts are important too.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA.
I mean, I leave my DNA all over the place.
Through speech, music, literature, and movies.
Park benches.
What we've seen.
Random
heard,
trees.
Felt. Anger. Joy and sorrow.
Sorrow.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for.
Inspirational words from Solid Snake.
We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet.
Probably.
Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Long hold on that Statue of Liberty. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. A Hideo Kojima game. Go on.
Snake,
give me my
you
grade.
there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
Bum, bum, bum.
What the hell?
That won't pay off until Metal Gear Solid 4. I saved 8 times, I continued 34 times, I went into alert mode 32 more times, I killed 162 people, and I ate 27 meals. Took 12 hours and 15 minutes to finish the whole game. We got the codename Panther. A cut above. Achievement unlocked. You got a camera you could use in the Tanker episode. You got a camera you could use in the Plant episode. Yes, save. Save complete.